Time now for your forewarned weather with Nate Larson.
Okay, we're talking weather. Can we also talk about the fall allergies? Are they hitting
you feeling it too?
Bad today.
Oh, so bad.
Nate.
It's the wind, right? Did you notice under the uptick in the winds? We're seeing some change out there. Storms are moving around the ridge that's been in place into the Pacific Northwest. This is kind of a fast forward upper level futurecast into tomorrow. Ridge will start to flatten, so a strong southwest flow in place today, becoming a bit more zonal or westerly tomorrow. But some big changes on the way as we get towards Thursday or Wednesday into Thursday. This trough of low pressure moving in will bring a nice taste of fall into the area, but some gusty winds ahead of it. So ahead of that storm system, temperatures have been hot still today. South flow having us at 93 degrees in Salt Lake City today. That's almost 10 degrees above normal. 84 our average high, 90 in Provo. We've had 90 in Delta, 98 in St. George, just shy of the century mark, which might be good news considering how many triple-digit days we've had in St. George so far this year. We're going to show you just how many and where it ranks compared to the most ever. We're tied now for third most 100-degree days in St. George. We've had 86, so technically fourth place, but tied for third. 96 is the most ever recorded in 1994. 1996 also a hot one at 90. And for Salt Lake City, the fifth most triple-digit days, tied for third with the number of years hitting that 20 and 21 number of days. The all-time record, though, quite a bit above that, 34 back in 2022. So fortunately, no more triple-digit days in the forecast for the Salt Lake area, but we've still been hot, above average. Black Desert Sky Camera showing some of the clouds, likely helping St. George hit just 98 versus 100, which was forecast for today. Moisture quite spread out across the state with some of these isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms. We've had some decent rainfall associated with some of these cells. Fortunately, no flash flooding reported, and we're not expecting any severe storms today, but these active conditions will continue into the late evening hours before tapering off. We'll see a bit of a break overnight into Tuesday, and then Tuesday afternoon, this is 2 o'clock, models hinting at more active weather as monsoon moisture still stays in place. That south flow transitioning more to a westerly flow into Tuesday should bring more moisture into northern Utah, so a chance of storms across northern Utah tomorrow instead of just south of I-80 like we've seen so far today. And then here comes that trough of low pressure, should bring a significant change to our temperature trend by the latter half of the week. Fire alerts ahead of that storm system with the stronger winds associated with that front moving in. We'll see gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Fire weather watches now in effect on Wednesday through the evening hours. Those gusty winds, the low relative humidity, and the warm temperatures that we'll have in store will mean that fires that do start will spread very quickly. We'll have erratic fire behavior with those gusty winds. Moisture-wise, not a lot of moisture associated with that storm moving in. We've got isolated chances of showers and storms through Thursday, drying out for the weekend. Should be a pretty nice weekend overall. St. George dealing with 100 degrees again tomorrow, a slight chance of a storm. Otherwise 98 on Wednesday. Windy conditions dropping to the low 90s, so it's a dry cold front for southern Utah. Not as big of a drop in temperatures as we'll see across the northern half of the state, but a beautiful weekend in store with average highs. By the latter half of this week for the Wasatch Front, we'll hit 92 on Wednesday. Ahead of the front, we drop to just 70 for the high. That's for Salt Lake. Some other areas could just be in the mid to upper 60s. 76 by Friday, so plan on a few active days through Thursday, but nice and calm heading into the weekend with comfortable temperatures, warming back to average highs Saturday, Sunday. Some clouds, maybe a few more storms into next week.
Wow, that is going to be a change we can feel for sure.
I think we're excited, for some changes, right?
Yeah, we're ready,
Yes.
especially because it was a hot weekend for the football game.
Oh my gosh, I melted on
Dana.
Saturday. Lost 15 pounds. Gained it all back, though.
Gained it all
back. As you should.